Okay, thank you very much. Welcome to our presentation. This group one, and we are majorly here to present for you the Egyptian civilization. And allow me to introduce members. Uh, First, we have Omwara David. Then the second one we have Meshak Gogo. The third person is Moses Otieno, and lastly we have Nelly Murei. So far, let me take you through the introduction part of Egyptian civilization. Then we carry on as time goes. Introduction to the Egyptian civilization. The ancient Egyptian civilization developed into ancient Egypt, one of the world's earliest and longest lasting civilization. It emerged around 3100 BC and flourished along the fertile bank of the Nile River in Northeast Africa. The next point under introduction is that Egypt became powerful due to organized and leadership, agricultural productivity, religious unity, and technological invention. Then up to that point, we are going to see the roles of River Nile, the roles of Nile in Egypt. The Nile River was the foundation of Egypt's civilization. What are the importance of this Nile River, River Nile in Egypt? One of the importance of River Nile is that agriculture. Due to agriculture, annual flooding deposit fertile site suitable for farming. Then the next point is that food security. Through this, the River Nile enable cultivation of wheat and barley and vegetables. Another point is that transportation and trade. Through transportation and trade, it serves as the main highway connecting upper and lower Egypt. In other words, through transportation and trade, the River Nile used to connect the upper and the lower Egypt people who are doing the trade. Then the next point is that settlement. Most population lived along the riverbank. I think we all know what riverbanks mean. In other words, many people settle along the riverbanks because of the irrigation which was done along that place. Then another point is that political unity. Under this political unity, it helped to bring people of Egypt together, or it helped unify Egypt under civilized rule, meaning they were in one accord in whatever they were doing. And the last point under the roles of Nile is that political unity. Political unity help unifying Egypt and centralize role. And the last one is Egypt was a famous called the gift of the Nile, or before it was called the gift of Nile. Up to this point, I would like to introduce the next presenter, which is Omurwa David, to come and continue with us.
Thank you. I want to thank my fellow group member who has just presented about the role of the River Nile. Me, I'll take the part pharaohs and divine kingship. Egypt was ruled by kings known as pharaohs, believed to be divine rulers. And on that point, the pharaohs were viewed or were known as the sons of the divine god, the sun god called Ra. And the Egyptians, the pharaohs, were to marry their sisters. That was to keep the pharaoh's lineage, not to contaminate it with the other people, because they were viewed as gods. These pharaohs again were the chief priests according to the Egyptian religion. And the features of divine kingship in the Egyptian kingdom: pharaohs were seen as gods on earth and represented gods. They maintained order, truth, and justice. They controlled religion, government, army, and the economy. These pharaohs also acted as mediators between gods and people. Example of a famous pharaoh was called Tutankhamun. He was discovered in 1922 in a tomb in Egypt. That was all I had about the Egyptian pharaoh, about the Egyptian and about the pharaohs and kingship. Let me welcome the next speaker, Meshach Congo, to take over.
Okay, my name is Meshach Kogo, and I'm going to take you through the achievements in architecture of the Egyptian civilization. The ancient Egyptians made a remarkable achievements in their architecture. And there are two main architectural achievements of the Egyptians. That is the pyramids and the temple. The pyramids were built for the royal tombs of the pharaohs. It demonstrated their great engineering and great mathematical skills, which have been never seen ever before. One of the most famous example of the pyramid built by Egyptians is the Great Pyramid of Giza. And the next part is the temple. The temples of the Egyptians were built to be centers of worship and administration. It was decorated with the carvings and hieroglyphics. And one of the most important temples in Egypt is the Karnak temple. All these pyramids and temples are the result of the achievement of the great civilization of Egypt. And I'm going now to welcome the next speaker who will take the last part.
I'm Nelly Murray, Group 1 member. I'm going to take you the conclusion part of Egyptian civilization. And Egyptian civilization actually thrived due to organized government, agriculture, and also due to their unity in Christianity. Actually, as we conclude, is that they mostly depend on the Nile, being on their settlement. These are River Nile. We call it the Strong Nile of Egypt. They depend on its own settlement, population, transportation, and it unites them as the Upper Egypt and the Lower Egypt. All these make the leadership of Egypt to be strong since they were united. They also had advanced architecture achievement. One of them is pyramid, where they bury their pharaohs. They were very unique, and it shows how powerful the Egyptians were. They also have the unite religion, and they believe that they have the unity in religion, they believe in the divinity, and also they believe in afterlife belief. That means that you can live even after death. All these contribute and influence the civilization in government, religion, engineering, and culture that covers the whole Egyptian civilization. That means that indeed we are learning a lot, and it shows us a great impact, a great organized a nation that was Egypt, led by Egyptian pharaohs. Thank you so much. This is the end of my presentation. This was our presentation as Group 1. Thank you for watching.